What's going on, everybody? It's Rocco with Rocco's Modern Survival. I'm back again with another video. We are talking turkeys today. Turkeys and chickens, I guess, because that's what we got in the new cage. We have got 3. Remember we did have 5, but a raccoon got to them, and I did catch the raccoon. It's up in my cage right now, up in the trap. So it got 2 of my turkeys whenever they were a couple weeks ago, about, I want to say 4 weeks ago, almost a month ago. So it got 2 of them. It tore them up really good. No, that's not their water dish. It was their water dish at one time, but now they have this new automatic feeder or new automatic waterer right there, that I like real well. So I built them a new cage. As you can see, it is out of old pallets. Old pallets and some trim from my house that I don't use anymore. I just tore all the trim out of the house because I put new trim in. But I took apart, I want to say 8 or 9 pallets to build this thing. And yes, this is the old chicken coop thing. It's not on there very good. I just threw it on there yesterday. It's because these guys are jumping out all the time, and I just kind of wanted to put something over them so they'd stop jumping out. And the main one that always jumps out is that one right there. He is the Tom, and he jumps out whenever he feels like it. He gets on top of something and just hops out. But he hasn't been doing it since I put this on there, and I just threw it on there just so he would stop. I'm trying to make an actual roof for him, and that's just taking time because I just don't have a ton of time right now. So I figured I would just tear this down since I'm tearing apart the old chicken coop, and I just put it up over them for right now. It doesn't look perfect and doesn't look beautiful at all, but I can't be choosy right now because of, money is tight. So I just threw this up here, and we're going to see how it works for a while. So the best thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was I just mowed the yard. I threw some grass in here for them because they have eaten all the grass that is in here. As you can see, they do not have any more. So if you cut grass, just chuck it in there for your chickens, your rabbits, your chickens, your turkeys, whatever. They love it. Rabbits too, yes. We did get rid of a rabbit on the homestead. It is with my sister and her kids now, her 5 kids. My godson, Hunter, is loving the rabbit. It is called, I can't remember what it's called, but it's something funny. And he was playing with it in the basement the other day, and he was just having a blast with her. She kept telling her co-workers, like, hey, my brother's bringing us up a rabbit if he doesn't eat it first. And of course they're from Virginia, and they're like, oh my gosh, he eats rabbits? And she's like, yeah, he has a little farm. And they're like, that's crazy. We wouldn't ever think to eat rabbits. But a lot of people are like that. A lot of people don't want to eat rabbits because they see them as cute and cuddly, and I see them as food. But all these guys are gonna be food one day too. So this is actually the last batch of chickens we're probably gonna have on the homestead. I'm trying to get quail up and going. Right now I've got 3 in the cage, 2 in a brooder at my school, and 1 hatched out yesterday in the incubator. I also had 2 turkeys hatch out last night. Hopefully whenever we get home we have more quail hatched out, and the 3rd turkey might hatch out. I'm really hoping. It was formed. I just hope it hatches out. So we'll see what happens there. We got, I think, 9 ducks or 16 ducks. I cannot remember. My other sister's hatching me ducks. I just don't remember how many she has. It's either 9 or 16 or 6. I don't know. It's one of those 3. I'll have to check the texts here in a little bit and find out. But I got to stop over her house and pick up a sandblaster, and we're going to release the coon because I remember I told you guys we caught the raccoon. So we're going to take it up to the country, and we're going to release it up there around nobody so it can live out its days away from everybody, away from being hunted, away from being hurt, and not hurt anybody else or anyone else's livestock. So it's just a young one. It doesn't really understand what's going on yet. So it's really nervous. It's really scared. I don't know if it's a male or female, so I'm saying it right now. You 2 are fighting over the same blade of grass. There's plenty of grass. I'll get you more. But I think that's it, guys. Oh, well, that's not it, guys. I wanted to tell you actually how we built this whole cage system. It is, like I said, out of old pallets and old trim, just because I needed something fast and easy. That's what she said. But it is 40 inches tall. Yeah, 40 inches tall, 8 feet wide, and I just air nailed everything together and cut it in half with the reciprocating saw. Just chopped all the nails off, threw it all together, and then I took, as you see, I just took some 2x4s and I ran them down the middle of the pallet. This was all pallet. I just used the whole pallet. I took the bottoms of the pallets and I used them to make the back of it to make it more sturdy. And then I took the pallet, this, as you see, and I used that for the edges and connected it all together. And honestly, I could hold a pig in here if I wanted to. And we might end up doing that. Once these guys go to their new cage one day, if we ever get a pig, the pig will just stay in here. So I think I'll just raise one pig at a time and be good with it. They do have their automatic feeder. As you see, they are using it and they are loving it. I just dumped a bag of feed in there and I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to worry about it. They have their automatic waterer, their automatic feeder, and I ain't got to worry about nothing. So this is 40 inches tall, 8 feet wide, so it's 8 by 8 by 8 by 8. All right, so that's how big it is. They have plenty of room to roam around. No one gets in anybody's way. That one right there, I think it's that one. That is the beta. That is the alpha. And if you want to figure out which one's your alpha and which one's your beta, if you have buffies, like I do, I have buff Orpingtons. I don't know about other chickens, but I do know about buffies. Just know about the alpha. Look at its head plume, all right? That is a bright red one, where that one is a dull red one. And I've noticed that with my other buffies. The alpha always has a brighter plume on its top, okay? So if you have buff Orpingtons and you're trying to figure out which one's your alpha, if they're younger, look at their top plume and you'll figure out that the bright red is your alpha. All right, he even kind of walks around like he's the alpha. She back there, the one in the back there, that is the female. So he will have his pick of these other females if he wants them. That one right, the beta might. He might get to breed once in a while. I don't know. I'm hoping he will, but it's hard to tell. This one right here will probably be breeding as much as he can. This one right here is the Tom. No, I'm sorry, this one right here is the Tom. I had to look at him for a second. They're kind of hard to figure out which one's a Tom at first, but once you figure it out, it's not super hard to figure out. All right, he's just a lot bigger than all the other ones, and you can tell that she's got a more daintier figure to her, along with that one. So she's more sleek, more laid back. So that's the female, that's the male. And I do have 2 more that I hashed out today. I'm super happy last night, but we'll figure out what they are here in a couple weeks. I do not know how to sex a chicken or a rooster, or I'm sorry, a turkey. I'll get to that. I do not know how to sex a turkey very well until they're older, and then you just see, okay, well that's the hen, that's the Tom, and you can figure it out. So I was worried they wasn't knowing how to use their automatic water, but they figured it out real quick. They use it whenever they want to. They do not act like they're hungry constantly now because I put the feeder in there. And if you're having that problem with your chickens or turkeys or anything, that they're always, like if you feed them once a day and you feel like they're always hungry, that one laid down. That one ran over and I think tried to mate with it. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, I love that. He wasn't about to have it though. He was about to go over there and knock her off or knock him off. I think that one's a male. I'm pretty sure it probably is. Actually, it is, because these two are the female version of that one, and they're just a little smaller and a little more daintier. And I got to figure out what that one's doing over there in the corner. So it might find a hole if I'm not careful. And if it finds a hole, I'm going to have to patch it up. No, I think it was just trying to get some grass. So, yeah, that's exactly what that one was trying to do. It was trying to mount that turkey. I don't believe that could work. I think you'd have a hard time mounting it. So yeah, I want to try to set up a camera in here for you guys so you can kind of watch what all goes on with these girls and boys. So I think it'll be a lot more fun for everybody. Once we get Wi-Fi and stuff here at the house, it will definitely happen. We'll definitely put up a camera so you can watch what goes on with these guys all the time. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. If you get a chance, if you need to build something like this, go out, get about 9 pallets, about 9 really good pallets, cut them apart. You can get some 1-bys and run those, because they're 8 feet long. So get 1, 2 1-bys, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 1-bys. Tear apart your pallets and take your 1-bys and put them against, put one 1-by up top, one 1-by on the bottom. Air nail your pallets to them, run them, and then you have an 8-foot wall, and then you just do that all the way around 4 corners, and you've got your new pen. That's all I did. So I was trying to figure out how to build this for super cheap or next to nothing, and I think it cost me $9 to build this, because I needed some new nails. So I ran to Harbor Freight, got some new nails, and I now have a new cage. And it works really well. They're underneath the trees down here, so they always are under shade. I do need to put a tarp over this so they have somewhere to go when it rains, because I think it's going to rain here in a couple of days. So, but other than that, that's about it, guys. I do have to fix some stuff on this. Like I said, this was just a throw up yesterday, so they'll stay in there because they've been getting out, and I've been trying to figure out how to keep them in there. I had a tarp over it, and they were climbing on top of the tarp and just jumping out from there. So I was kind of disappointed. But y'all have a wonderful day. God bless. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. We are almost to 600. It's ridiculous how fast we're growing. I love it. We're almost to 1,000. When we get to 600, man, we're so much closer to 1,000. It's not even funny. But I do want to get that camera in here for you guys. You guys can always watch these girls and boys. And that one just took a huge dump. That one right there. But all right, y'all have a wonderful day. God bless, and I will see you on the next video. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell, and survive strong and live long, guys. All right.